before we begin, let's hit the like, share, subscribe button. With me is Chef Alex because Amy's imprisoned at work right now.
Hello.
She's entrapped in her little cell of misery and doing God knows what, being tortured to play mobile games while she's being paid. Lucky her. Today we're going to make some sweet Thai hot sauce chicken. So I forgot one major thing that I wanted to bring out, and I don't know where it is. Alright, and two things I got.
This stuff's really spicy.
Yes, it is. So first of all, what I did is I took chicken, and what I did so that it remains nice and soft and tender is I basically boiled it. Now, if it's frozen, you can boil it, or you can do it fresh and boil it. But I find if you just take the chicken and you start cooking it, it's not going to be as tender. It's not going to be as good. We like to have our chicken nice and tender and flavorful. So it's basically already cooked, but more is a nice little lesson on how to make things a little bit better. Now this might have been a little better last weekend when it was Super Bowl Sunday. You know, we all like our chicken wings, right?
Yeah.
Well, so do I. And if I thought about it, I would have gotten some chicken thighs. Well, chicken thighs are good. You know what? I kind of like chicken thighs instead of wings, and I'll tell you why. There's more meat on it. I mean, I don't know about you, but why the hell would I spend all this time and effort to sit there and cook something that really has very little meat on it? It's kind of a waste. Like, it is. Like, I like going for wings, but you ever notice how you have to spend a small portion on it just to get satisfaction?
Yeah, they're usually really expensive.
Yeah, and you get very little out of it. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point to it. Like, seriously, like. So I just like getting chicken thighs. There's more meat to it. It's got enough fat to it that it gives it enough flavor. Yes, fat does equal flavor, but you gotta tone it down a little bit because you can't really eat a whole lot of fat. It's not good for you. And we got a friend, I'm not going to drop a name and embarrass anybody, that's actually two friends really, that suffers from having a little bit of an issue with their weight. And they're trying really hard, really, to try to reduce that weight, and not necessarily the most successful all the time. Well, I'm going to give you everybody the what I recommend, and that's basically lots of water, lots of walking. There's an app out there you can get called Cash Walk. Alex uses it.
Yeah.
I use it. And to be honest with you, it's an amazing app. It really is. And what it does, it calculates how many steps you do. And give me a second, guys. Actually, no, I can do it over here. It calculates how many steps you do, and it helps you. After you get so many, you get a gift card that you can use at Walmart, Amazon. You know, wherever you want to use it. There we go. When you're using a food processor, this is the blade. Be very careful. When you wash this, don't do it in the sink, but in the side. Then clean it, but be very careful because you can cut yourself really good. Now, this part's not going to take very long. So I'm going to set that for 350. Won't take very long, that's really all we need. Because now all we got to do is get the marinade ready, and that's basically all there is to it. Now I'm going to do some onions in the food processor just to make sure I can get them grounded down as low as much as I can. I'm a big advocate for onions because they really do make you feel better. I encourage you guys, there's a few things that you must have. Onions, garlic are always a must have. And if you're doing sauce, apple cider vinegar is also a must.
Ginger's also really good for you too.
Yep, ginger. If you're not feeling good, ginger ale is always said to be one of the best things for you. I'll do you one better. If you get some ginger, you cut it up really good, you put it in a pot with some water and you boil it. And I tell you, it really does wonders. Nothing like a little bit of onion in your hands to make everything a mess. Excuse the noise. Alright, so where's my bowl? Now you take this out. Again, you want to be very, very careful. This over here. Might be a little bit more onion than I need, so I'm just going to put this over here because, yeah, it actually is way more onion than I needed. That's fine.
Better than having not enough.
Yeah. So I used 2 onions and all I really needed was 1. Alright, so now for the sauce. I'm going to put a couple splashes of apple cider vinegar. Yes, if you drink it on your own, it's going to taste bad. It really will. It will taste horrific. I'm going to use some ghost pepper sauce. It does taste really good, and if you're eating it on its own, then yes, it will be. It's also being a little cranky coming out. If you eat it on its own, yes, it will be a little bit. Well, actually, it'll be really hot. But that's alright because we're not eating it on its own. I'm going to use some gochujang sauce, which I believe is Korean. It's a Korean wing sauce, and quite frankly, this is kind of a wing dish. And then some sweet chili sauce. I believe this is a little bit more of an import rather than the regular V8 sauce that you get at the grocery store. If you go to the ethnic aisle, you'll probably be able to find this or something very similar. If you get the ethnic brand, like the brand that's in the ethnic aisle rather than the North American brand, it'll probably be a whole lot tastier, a whole lot better. Yes, it does have spice to it, so if you're somebody who does not like spice, this is probably the wrong sauce for you. You can replace it with your wing sauce that you really like. But the main ingredients is make sure that you're using at least your wing sauce, apple cider vinegar, now to make this a little bit more mine as well, I'm going to put some garlic powder. Always a good thing to have. We found some smoked paprika and onion sauce. Some regular black ground pepper. Thanks to Amy, we have a little bit of Mexican oregano leaves. I'm going to use a touch of curry powder. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. It's not a curry dish, but A little bit of this isn't going to hurt anybody. And last of all, so smoldering smoked applewood. If you see this in your spice aisle, pick this up. It is amazing. And we're not done yet, and we're already preheated, so I think we're doing good. Then we're going to take a spatula and we're going to stir this up really, really good. Now, if you're cooking with chicken that's thawed, not ready to cook yet, you can always take this sauce and marinate it before you throw it in. You don't have to. If you are using hot spice Terre Haute, especially you Terre Haute, this will make it even hotter. The longer you leave things marinate, the worse it gets, especially for anybody else that you're serving it to. April Fool's Day is coming. I wish I could do this prank on Amy, but it won't work.
It won't work because she has such a high spice tolerance.
Yeah, it definitely won't. I've created a monster. I really have. Because there's no way you're going to outspice Amy.
No.
This is not going to do what I want it to do. So instead, I'm going to take this over here. I'm going to dump this in here. Bless you.
Thank you.
I love April Fool's Day, and I could do this prank on pretty much anybody else but Amy. Alex, maybe, maybe not. But Amy, I can't do it to because, well, she can handle it. Yeah, Amy's got the highest spice tolerance of anybody I've ever met. She's made Indians cry. Indians who really enjoy hot sauce. I mean, we know Indians that absolutely go to these competitions and absolutely love the hot sauce. And she's made them cry.
Not even Nigerians could keep up with Amy.
No, nobody can. Like, I don't know where she gets it from. Like, when I say this, don't get me wrong, her family does eat spice, just not hot spice. You had her family's cooking, it's very flavorful, but they don't eat with the heat. Not in any respect. Alright, I think we got this coated off, and this is probably what I should have done to begin with. Amy don't mind doing this just when she gets home. So I'm just going to make sure this is all down here pretty good. Now, another thing you guys really want to pay attention to, guys. I'm actually going to let Alex have a little taste test.
Sure. It's spicy, but it's really good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot would you find it?
Probably like a 7.
Nice.
7 or 8.
So just make sure that you have everything cleaned up here. And we're going to come back in about 10 minutes and take a look. Perfect. So we'll be back. Welcome back. So again, before we go any further, please hit that like, share, subscribe button, or I'm going to have to send Alex out with food to make you eat it. And I'll make sure that Amy cooked it, not me. Joking.
Yeah.
Amy's actually a really good cook. So here we go. Here's our final product. Just came out of the oven. Careful of your hands. But if you look at this here, I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm going to use this with. Maybe I'll put some carrots and some rice with it.
That'd be good.
You can cook this with some fries. you know, whatever you want to do, I'm just going to take a quick bite. Oh yeah, heavenly flavor. Like I said, first boil your chicken so it stays nice and moist. Make your marinade, make sure it's all rounded in, and then bake it 10-15 minutes. You're not cooking the chicken, it's already cooked. You just want to make sure it's nice little glaze. If you want to do as a rub, it won't be as much. It'll be more of a wing sauce, stuff like that. This is kind of drowning in it. After this cools down, it's going to go into a Tupperware, put in this in the fridge, and we'll eat this later, or Amy will, one of the two. I kind of feel that once Amy gets this, I'm not going to have a choice in the matter. She's probably just going to eat it on me. So, this is our sweet Thai chili chicken. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Share something in the comments. So, anyways, until next time, have a great day.